Remote work didn't just change where we code. It changed who gets hired, how teams plan, and what a great engineer looks like in practice. In 2025, the remote web developer is less a job title and more a way of working, deeply asynchronous, highly written, and relentlessly outcome-focused. Today, we'll break down what the role actually involves, what you can earn, the skills that move your resume to the top of the stack, where to find legitimate remote roles, and the companies hiring right now. I'll finish with a pragmatic plan you can apply tonight. Let's start with a simple definition. A remote web developer builds and maintains websites and web applications from anywhere with a stable connection. Front-end developers focus on what users see and feel, interfaces, animations, responsiveness, and accessibility. Back-end developers deal with servers, APIs, databases, and performance at scale. Full-stack devs blend both. The big difference from in-office work isn't the code, it's the collaboration. You'll ship through tickets, pull requests, and documented decisions. You'll replace hallway chats with clear specs, demo videos, and a habit of making your thinking legible to others in different time zones. Why are remote web developer roles still in such high demand? 3 reasons. First, the web is the default customer interface for almost everything: shopping, banking, booking, learning. The surface area keeps expanding, and with it, the need for engineers who can deliver fast, accessible, secure experiences. Second, velocity. Modern frameworks, managed platforms, and AI copilots let small teams build features that used to require whole departments. That kind of leverage rewards developers who document, automate, and collaborate effectively, hallmarks of great remote contributors. Third, employer math. Distributed hiring widens the talent pool, shortens search times, and makes 24-hour cycle times possible. While one engineer sleeps, another merges, tests, and deploys. Let's talk money. U.S. pay for web developers spans a wide band, but typical offers cluster between the high 5 figures and low 6 figures for mid-level roles, with senior and staff engineers earning substantially more. Industry matters. Specialist consultancies and software product companies tend to pay higher than nonprofits or traditional agencies. Your stack, your impact, and your portfolio signal where you sit. Entry-level developers with a strong project history, clean repos, clear READMEs, and measurable wins can break in around the 60-90K range, moving up quickly as they show ownership, tests, performance budgets, and reliable delivery across sprints. What skills actually get interviews? Start with foundations. Semantic HTML, modern CSS with Flexbox and Grid, and JavaScript or increasingly TypeScript. Pick one major front-end framework and learn it deeply. React with Next.js, Vue with Nuxt, or Svelte with SvelteKit. Understand accessibility, area roles, focus management, and keyboard navigation. On the back end, choose a pragmatic runtime and framework, Node with Express or Nest, Python with Django or Fast API, or Ruby on Rails, and learn to design clean REST or GraphQL APIs. Know the basics of SQL, caching, and deployment. You don't need to be an infrastructure engineer, but you should be comfortable shipping via CI or CD and debugging with logs and traces. Speaking of debugging, security is non-optional. Familiarize yourself with common web vulnerabilities and how to prevent them. Learn authentication patterns, how to store secrets, and how to handle user input safely. Then layer in performance, core web vitals, code splitting, image optimization, CDNs, and caching strategies. Nothing says promote me like a developer who can shave seconds off load times and quantify the impact. Technical skills are necessary but not sufficient. Remote excellence is a communication sport. Write great tickets and even better PR descriptions. Explain trade-offs in plain language. Record short Loom videos to walk through proposed changes. Keep a lightweight engineering journal so teammates can follow your thinking asynchronously. These habits compound your reputation faster than clever one-liners in code ever will. Credentials help when they reduce uncertainty for the hiring manager. That means a project-dense portfolio with live demos and clean repos, contributions to open source where you can point to merged pull requests, and a track record of passing skills assessments. You can even practice with free resources to calibrate. Skills tests, English proficiency screens, or simple typing benchmarks to speed up your everyday workflow. The goal isn't to collect badges, it's to demonstrate signal. I can do the work, here's proof. Who's hiring? Many distributed by design companies continue to recruit globally. Names like Automatic, GitLab, Zapier, Elastic, Canonical, Shopify, Atlassian, Mozilla, HashiCorp, Vercel, Cloudflare, Red Hat, Wikimedia Foundation, DuckDuckGo, and more. Their careers pages are refreshingly transparent about interview loops and expectations, and their engineering blogs give you a sense of culture and stack before you apply. Where should you look for roles? Use a layered approach. First, hit the remote-friendly boards. HireBasis curates remote roles across categories, including a dedicated page for remote web developer jobs, so you can filter quickly and apply with purpose. Pair it with remote-centric boards like We Work Remotely and subscription-based curation like FlexJobs if you want another set of eyes screening for quality. Second, go where engineers hang out. Contribute to repositories tied to your target companies. Your pull requests become an audition tape. Third, treat LinkedIn like a portfolio, from your banner image to your featured section. Show projects, demos, and results. How do you convert views into offers? Start with your resume. Lead with outcomes, not responsibilities. Cut largest contentful paint by 48% speaks louder than worked on performance. Match the vocabulary of the job post. On LinkedIn, make your headline specific, your stack, and your specialty. Share compact case studies, a before and after GIF, a short thread on a performance fix, or a tiny article on a bug you chased down. When you write cover letters, keep them short, specific, and value-forward. Name the stack, link a relevant repo, and write 5 bullet points for what you'll accomplish in the first 30, 60, and 90 days. Then prepare for common interview arcs. In technical screens, practice building small, realistic components or endpoints under time pressure and narrate your trade-offs. In system design, sketch a simple architecture and defend it. How your cache works, where you paginate, how you model data. For behavioral rounds, think in stories. Production incidents you resolved, refactors that reduced future bugs, and experiments that moved a metric. Bring receipts, graphs, PRs, or demo links. If an employer uses skills tests, treat them like game film. Review the tape, note the gaps, and sharpen. Remote work has trade-offs. Time zones complicate meetings. Self-management is table stakes. Some teams carry legacy stacks that sap motivation. But you can mitigate most of this by interviewing the company as much as they interview you. Ask about error budgets, their definition of done, and whether they budget for learning and refactoring. Look for a culture that values documentation, tests, and performance budgets, because that's the fastest route to a calm, productive engineering environment. What about the future? The demand for web developers is steady, but the shape of the work is changing. Frameworks keep improving. Edge runtimes and serverless patterns bring compute closer to users. AI copilots clear away boilerplate, and that raises the bar on higher-order skills: architecture, accessibility, security, and product sense. The winners won't be the fastest typists. They'll be the clearest thinkers who turn requirements into reliable, measurable user value. If you're ready to move from research mode to offer mode, make tonight count. Pick one project in your portfolio and upgrade the README with a crisp problem approach result story. Record a 60-second demo. Ship a small improvement, better caching, an accessibility fix, or a lighthouse bump. Then apply to 3 roles that fit your stack. You can start with curated openings on HireBasis under Remote Web Developer or browse all categories if you're exploring. If you're a hiring manager, you can find job seekers directly or spin up an RPO sprint to fill your toughest roles without slowing product. Remote web development rewards people who write clearly, deliver consistently, and iterate faster than they explain. Build that habit, and the internet becomes your talent market and your workplace.